So my little brother, I know you just walked up, my little sister. Our forefathers went through slavery, and we suffer the punishments of our forefathers. We suffer the conditions that was put upon us. We are currently in the lands of our enemies. We speak and keep all the customs of our enemies. How many of y'all celebrate birthdays? Correct. A man wearing, you be like, that's kind of weird. As far as a woman's clothing, what you got? If you see a man in certain clothes that women normally wear,
and like crop top short
panties,
half shirt showing their stomach and stuff,
panties, a sports bra,
something appropriate,
a sports bra,
jean shorts.
Crop top shirt.
Crop top shirt.
A sports bra.
Crop top shirt's appropriate at a funeral?
No.
Some appropriate.
But only transgenders wear
that. Say again?
A dress.
A dress. Yeah. Right. So if you saw a man wearing a dress, right? But listen to me. If you saw a man wearing a dress, what would your mind say, lady? Oh, that's good. That's good. Hey, say it again. He going the other way? Right. You know what I'm saying? The guy said he don't want no sodomites, right? All right, read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So it's vice versa, right? A man shouldn't be wearing no dress because that's what belongs to a woman, and vice versa, a woman shouldn't be wearing what belongs to a man. Read.
For all that do so are abomination.
Like you said, hot mess, right? Like you said, he go the other way. That's an abominable thing. Right. But when it's vice versa, we got to understand our role, right? The man can't wear a dress. So what is the clothing that a woman can't wear? That belongs to a man. A suit. I like that. What you got?
A bra. Oh, you said a man?
That belongs to a man. What's the clothing that traditionally belongs to men?
Nike suits.
Suits. I like that. So that's suits, right? What all comes with a suit? The tie.
Chains.
Handkerchiefs.
What's the whole suit? See, I got a 3-piece suit on. What all I got on?
You got the shirt, the collar.
I got the collar shirt.
You got the bow.
I got a jacket and the what?
The jacket and the pants.
And the what?
Pants.
The pants.
You can't forget about the bow and the pants.
Pants was always designed for men.
Okay.
Pants was never designed for women. A dress is designed. Yes. Y'all are young right now, but dresses, our sisters always wore dresses. It wasn't until like the late 1800s where it wasn't until after this that our sisters started wearing pants.
That's right.
It was way after this. Our sisters always wear dresses. The white woman said that our sisters can wear dresses. A white woman named Amelia Bloomer. She was the first woman in the world to say, okay, I'm gonna popularize wearing pants because I feel like I can do what a man can do. That's who our sisters model after.
That's right.
That's not what God say. Remember, our image has to be returned to what God say. Y'all understand that, little sisters? We getting back to what God, because raise your hand if you want to love God. Raise your hand if you want to love God. 1 John 5:3. We all want to love God, right? So we got to do what God say.
Right.
That's what we out here. We out here teaching our people who we are. We the God's chosen people, the children of Israel. And we got to do what God say to show him love. Read that.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
So what's the love of God?
That we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
Keep his commandments.
What it is, Prince? What we got to do?
Keep our commandments.
Keep God's commandments.
Right.
So if God commanded a man to be a man and wear pants, and commanded a woman to wear a dress, that's how we show love when we do what he say. That's how we show love. Who want to get the kingdom of heaven? Who want to get into heaven? How we get there, little sis? How we get into heaven?
Obey God.
Being righteous.
Say again.
Obey God.
Okay then. That's what I'm saying. Matthew 19. That's what we out here teaching. We're teaching how to get into the kingdom of heaven. We want our people to get the kingdom. So that at the end of the day, we got to read and do what's written. Y'all understand that? This is, oh yeah, read that.
Matthew 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
So what do we have to do to get everlasting life, right? Good. I like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what Jesus is going to say. Read.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God.
So
but,
God, right?
But if thou wilt enter into life,
If you want eternal life, right? Listen up, Prince.
keep the commandments.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do what?
Keep the commandments.
My sisters dress modesty.
Keep the commandments.
My men be men. Don't sleep around and whore out their sisters.
Keep the commandments.
No more sneaky links.
Keep the commandments.
That's how we get the kingdom, Sis Lay. That's how we get the kingdom, by keeping God's commandments. If he say he don't want us doing no more sneaky links, messing around with a bunch of boys, hey, we got to do what God say. But that's what's good. Huh?
When did he say that?
We just read it.
Okay, well, I can keep my favorite one and list the rest of them then.
He got to marry you. Exodus 22.
You could be first
Exodus
until
22.
you
Listen to
y'all
this,
get
Sis Lay.
married.
Listen to
I
this.
don't know if I'm ever getting
That's how
married.
you do it
What's his
anyway.
name? What's his name?
Further so y'all get married.
Trey,
Trey. I got a little
you want to see what he look like?
Huh?
You want to see what he look like?
I don't got to see what it look like. He ain't
No, I'm
here.
gonna show you what he look like.
He not here. I don't care what it look like. I want to know, you know what I'm saying, who is Trey that he better not be playing around with my sister's late. He better do what he's supposed to do, as what God say do. Cause let me read to you, Sis Lay, what God say Trey's supposed to be doing.
Trey not eating.
Listen to this, Sis Lay. Listen what God say.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. If a man entice a maid.
So Sis Lay, you can FaceTime him, call him. This for him too. This for him too. Call him. It don't matter.
He at work.
Okay, if he at work, that's fine. But listen to this. This Exodus 22:16. Listen to this, Sis Lay. This for you and Trey.
And if a man entice a maid.
So if Trey, look sis, if Trey spits game to you, right? Because he talked to you, you saw you thought he
Either
looked,
play or get play. I already know the game.
whatever the case may be, right? He spit game to you, he talked to you, he said this, that, and the third, and you like, oh, okay, I like what you're saying, and this, that, and the third. Read.
And lie with her.
And lay down with my sis Lay. If Trey lays down with you, what God say he's supposed to do?
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
He got to do what?
And shall surely endow her to be his wife.
He got to make you his wife. He got to honor what God say.
I got a question. So
Yeah,
the people
go.
that y'all lay in bed with is y'all wife.
Raise your hand if you're married.
Now all y'all know y'all want. Where the rings at?
We don't want ring. That's not in the Bible.
Oh.
That's not in the Bible.
You supposed to have a ring on your finger.
No, says who? Says where?
Says
No, that's not in the Bible, Sis Lay.
Damn, you catfish.
Remember the image, Sis Lay. Remember the image we going back to is the image of God. We do what God says. We gotta obey God rather than men. Give me that. Give me that. We gotta obey God.
So he the only one that's not married.
Acts 5:29.
Acts 5:29. Acts
So
5:29.
did y'all get married in the court or did y'all have a wedding?
Yeah, we had a wedding.
So when y'all was younger, y'all
Yeah,
didn't
read that.
ain't no way.
Acts chapter 5 verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
God said we gotta do what God say. You understand that, Sis Lay, my brother? We gotta do what God say. If God say marriage is honorable, you know what I'm saying, get married, that's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna go outside of what God said. We gotta start, us as a people, if we wanna truly heal ourselves, if we truly wanna get out of conditions that have been put upon us, we gotta start doing what God said, because he's our power source. He's the source that's gonna restore us to health. He's the source that's gonna put us back in our rightful position as the rulers of this earth. You wanna rule, sis? You want to be a princess, you know what I'm saying, and have nice, fine jewelry, you know what I'm saying, and eat the best food, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to go there.
Hey, look at this here.
Look at my ring and all that.
Where's my ring?
We got to do what God says if we want that type of power. That's what we got to get back to. Give me that Hosea 6. Hosea 6. Teach! Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, listen. We're not gonna tell you something that's outside of the Bible. 6:1.
Hosea chapter 6 and verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord.
God say, come and let us return to the Lord. Because we haven't been taught the Lord right. We was taught that this was the Lord. We was taught, wasn't we taught that this was the Lord?
He said he get hot, the Holy Spirit touching him.
Hey, the spirit quickeness, you know what I'm saying? We built for it. But as a people though, right? We as a people, was we taught this? A lot of our people thought this was Jesus, right? You know what I'm saying? But we found out today that that's not Jesus, right? I mean, it looked more like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more stuff that we got to learn too. Because at one time I thought that was Jesus. All of us didn't just grow up knowing this. You know what I'm saying? We didn't just grow up knowing this. We had to be taught. We had to be willing to learn and ask questions. You know what I'm saying? So, yes sir, what you got?
Is the Euphrates River biblical faith?
Yeah.
Like, is that out the Bible?
Yeah, that's in the
So
Bible.
did the water really turn red?
It wasn't the Euphrates River that turned red.
Which river?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was the Nile.
The Nile? Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, when that happened, right, Moses, right? Where was Moses at when he freed God's people? What was God's chosen people? Us. Where were we at? What continent? Where were we at? Not yet. We wasn't in the promised land just yet. Egypt, right? Where is Egypt?
Africa.
Africa. Where melanated people at? That's, you know what I'm saying? It's that simple. We were there on the continent of Africa. And yeah, that river that flows through Egypt is the Nile River. You know what I'm saying? That river was turned to, you know what I'm saying, the blood. It's saying, read what you got again.
Hosea chapter 6 and verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord, for he has torn and he will heal us. He has smitten and he will bind us up.
So he hath torn. So my little brother, I know you just walked up, my little sis. Our forefathers went through slavery and we suffer the punishment of our forefathers. We suffer the conditions that was put upon us. We are currently in the lands of our enemies. We speak and keep all the customs of our enemies. How many of y'all celebrate birthdays? You can raise your hand. You know
I'm
what I'm
having a
saying?
big party this year.
That's what I'm saying. Everything we was taught and we learned from this, the ones that conquered us. Do y'all think we can find about birthdays in the Bible as far as being a good thing? No? Well, why y'all say y'all just saying it because I brought it up, or y'all?
No, I mean, they had Jesus' birthday in the Bible the day he was
But
born.
they don't talk about it. They don't talk about really Christmas and stuff like that.
They say something about Christmas?
Yeah, no, they don't. Not really.
They say Jesus' birthday is Christmas? Okay,
Yeah, that's what they say.
that's what they say, right? You know what I'm saying? Let me read something to y'all. Give me that Jeremiah 10. Because Christmas is one of the most celebrated holidays by our people, right? You know what I'm saying? They work hard, you know what I'm saying? They make all that money, or try to make money, save up money, and then they go buy the presents, they get the Christmas tree, right? You know what I'm saying? And they do it up, you know what I'm saying? And we try to be on our best behavior, right? Around that time, because we want mama to give us gifts, right? You know what I'm saying? But in reality, we should be on our best behavior all the time, right? Let's read about Christmas, right?
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So sis Leah, my little sis, my brothers, we are the children of Israel. God say, listen what I'm finna tell you.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
God say, don't learn the way of the other nations. It's going to tell us a custom that the other nations taught us. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't be worrying about all the stars and the zodiac signs. Don't worry about all that.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right. The other nations are concerned with that.
For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the other nations are lies. Because there's only one God. There's only one creator, the heavens and the earth, that created us and chose us. So he said their customs are lies. How you doing, my sister? Doing good. We out here teaching our people, teaching our young brothers and sisters about the Bible, who we are. We're the children of Israel, and we got to start doing what God say do. Read.
I brought that. I got you.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
So, my bro, before you go, what is a custom that people cut a tree out of a forest?
Christmas.
Christmas, right? God say don't learn that, right? He said don't do that. That's a custom that the heathen, the other nations taught us.
Right.
Read it again.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest. The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
So they cut a tree out of the forest, my sister. What's your name? Destiny. And sir, what's your name? Jamar? Yeah. I'm Asa. Nice to meet y'all.
Likewise.
Y'all married?
So what we're going over right now is a custom that was taught to us. What's your name, sis? You just walked up? Treasure. Treasure. So I got Destiny, Jamar, and Treasure, right? All right, so we're going over a custom that was taught to us in slavery that God says don't do. Go from the top, verse 1.
Verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So you're just walking up. We are the children of Israel, God's chosen people. Our names were changed in slavery. So-called African American come from the tribe of Judah. The so-called West Indian, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Bahamians come from the tribe of Benjamin. These are men that lived on the continent of Africa, had 12, a man named Jacob had 12 sons. His 12 sons populated into a whole nation. We descend from those men. That's who we are. Right. So when God says, hear you the word, you O house of Israel, he's speaking directly to us.
Right.
Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So he's saying to us, don't learn the ways of the other nations. He wants us to learn the ways to please him. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So don't be worrying about all that zodiac signs and all that. What's your sign? No, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not biblical. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
They worry about the shooting stars and all that. God said, don't worry about that. I created you, you know what I'm saying, to be the chief thing on this planet. Right. Don't worry about all the stars and all that. Don't be worshiping that. Read.
Right. For the customs of the people are vain.
So the custom that the nations do are lies. It's going to get real descriptive on what this custom is. Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
So step 1, it says they take a tree and cut it out of a forest. Read.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
Then they decorate the tree. Read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not.
And then they set it in a tree stand that it stands straight up. What custom is that today that we know that people set up a tree and they decorate it? What custom is that? My brother Jamal, right?
Yeah.
What custom is that?
Man, it seems like idolization to me.
Say again?
Like they're setting up an idol.
Yeah, but what custom is that today that people celebrate?
Oh, Christmas.
Right, Christmas. Yeah. We all can agree with that, right? That's the custom of Christmas. This was written 600 years before Jesus. This was during the Babylon. This is in the book of, read it again from the top, call a chapter and verse.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
Jeremiah lived during the time of Babylon.
That's right.
This was 600 years before Jesus even walked on the scene.
That's right.
Jeremiah said, the Lord told Jeremiah to say, don't keep these customs that the heathen are keeping. Because they were celebrating that way before Jesus. Right. The Christmas tree has nothing to do with Jesus.
That's right. Right.
December 25th has nothing to do with Jesus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That custom is a lie. Read it again. Teach. Yep.
Verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
That's us.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of these people are lies. Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So we identified that custom today is called Christmas. Read.
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go.
So they can't even they can't walk. They have to be carried. Read.
Be not afraid of them.
Don't be afraid of them. Because back then, the custom back then, they would say the spirit of a man named Nimrod went into the tree. And if you didn't give gifts to him and bow to him then he will come back and hunt you. That's the custom that we keep as Christmas, that our people keep as Christmas. They think that, oh, if you don't be good, Santa's watching. You better be good because he knows who's naughty or nice. That goes back to ancient Babylon, my brother and my sister. That's right. That's not a custom that we should keep.
Is that why they made like the Grinch, like, because they had him steal the presents and stuff like that under people's trees and stuff?
All of that is a bunch of lies. All of it is a bunch of fairy tales made up. You know what I'm saying? God says don't keep that custom. The whole custom of Christmas, don't keep it. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense to slave 9 to 5, 13, 12, 14-hour shifts, and you go home, save all your money, or save the money that you can, just to buy your kid a gift and say, Santa gave this to you. That don't make no sense. Right. Why are we keeping a custom which God says is vain? It's lies. You're lying. We're lying to our children, telling them a wind gonna come down the chimney. What chimney? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no sense. God say don't keep that custom. Y'all know some customs that we supposed to be keeping, my brother, my sister? Y'all know some customs that God said we're supposed to keep? Exodus 20 and 8. What you got, bro? What you got? You don't know none? Okay, that's good. That's why we out here. We out here to teach our people how to get back to the Lord, how to return to the Lord. Because we were taught this. Jesus ain't described as being white in the Bible. With this image came a lot of lies, You know what I'm saying? One was the custom of Christmas. Well, we just shown that that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? December 25th had nothing to do with Jesus. We talked to our brother and my little sisters earlier, and we showed what Jesus is described. Did y'all know what Jesus described at?
Yes, and hair like wool.
Right. So that particular description is in Revelation chapter 1. Revelation chapter 1 describes the image of Jesus. Get that real quick and then go back to what I had.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the revelation of Jesus Christ, the root word of revelation is revealed, to show you something, right? So we're finna show you what Jesus looked like. Verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So white in color and woolly in texture, like a sheep. That's the description of Jesus. This image that we was given in slavery, stringy, blonde, brown, brunette, that's not described in the Bible. That's the image that our oppressors wanted to ingrain into our minds to serve and worship them. But the true image, he looks something like our uncle, our great uncle. You know what I'm saying? He looks like us. Read.
Were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So the whites of his eyes was red. The reason the whites of his eyes was red, get that, Genesis 49 and 12. The reason why whites of his eyes was red, because Jesus' first miracle was what? What was Jesus' first miracle, my brother? What you got, sis? What you got? You got it. That's what I'm talking about, sis. He turned water into wine. So if you just imagine this, right? You got water, you got wine, you ain't got too many other drinks like that. So you drink wine in moderation, not to be drunk, but just in moderation, because wine, there's nothing wrong with drinking wine. You drink wine for a matter of time, you know what I'm saying? In moderation though, you know what I'm saying? In moderation. You know what I'm saying? After a while, the whites of your eyes will turn red. You know what I'm saying? Read this prophecy about Jesus.
Genesis 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be red with wine. So Christ drank wine. You know what I'm saying? The scribes and the Pharisees tried to claim that he was a drunkard, but he wasn't a drunkard, but he did drink wine. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that Revelation.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet. Like I see my little sisters got the Crocs and the flip-flops, right? I can see the tops of their feet. The top, because back then they wore sandals. You know what I'm saying? They wore sandals. So if you got sandals on, I can see the top of your feet. It's going to be the same color as your arms, the same color as the back of your neck, same color as your face. It's going to be the same color. So it's been to give the description of Jesus' color. Read. And his feet like unto fine brass.
So what color is brass? Y'all familiar with brass, my sis? What brass look like with a beat? Brass.
it like the two, like what's that?
A gold, like
Yeah,
a silver.
gold.
Yeah, like a gold, right? Like a copper look, right? So that's a brown. You know what I'm saying? It's a brownish look. But how brown is Jesus?
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
As if they did what?
Burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything in a furnace, what color is it going to be?
Dark black.
Dark black. So what color was Jesus? That's right, my brother Prince. Jesus was a dark-skinned man. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that because we were made in the image of God. The first man, Adam, was made from the dust of the earth, a dark-skinned, melanated man. We are the originals. You know what I'm saying? So we must understand that our image is the image of God. We can't model ourselves after this. We can't envy our oppressors.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.